Hi, my name is Dan, your relationship advisor. Today we are going to talk about how to control growth that people call changes in marriages so that it will not destroy your marriage. First and foremost, what is growth? Growth are those things that we call changes in marriage. You met someone being this kind of person and you got attracted to the person and both of you end up marrying each other, and after a few years or few months you find out that things about them is really changing. Some of those things are called growth. You met someone when they were 20s or 30s, and now you live with them to their 40s, and you expect them to remain the same. Human being is like a tree planted on the river bank, and when it grows with time and season, when you plant a mango tree, with some time you realize that the mango has grown big with so many branches and bears some fruits, and the leaves started falling with some season. That is how human being is. You met a lady when she is still on her 30s or 20s, and she is looking beautiful. That made you to got attracted to her. And after some time, you realize that this person, you got married to her, and after 5 years or 6 years or 10 or more, you realize that she beginning to like some things that she doesn't like before. That is growth. You married a husband, and he was not the kind of person that drinks, but all of a sudden he started drinking. I'm not talking about it being drunk. I'm talking about it being drinking. And that is called growth. Human being grows with time, and the event made people to do some things that you never believed they can do because of the growth. Don't expect someone to remain the way you married them, because people always often complain about my husband changed, my wife changed. She was listening to me when I married her. You married her when she was in 20s. And maybe she can be very scared of opposing your opinion at that time, not because what you or the decision that you took at that time was perfectly okay with her. But sometimes she grows and come to realize that she is this part of this person, because even the Bible says that two are going to become one when they get married. And at that time, she realized that now I am this part of this person and I cannot leave. And this is my life and this is what I want to do. So I need to step up to my fate and do what I love to do. And at that time, you married her. She was at 20s, and maybe she was kind of being respectful or kind of being obedient or anything. That makes her to do that. Not because she wants to disrespect you at that time, no. But she was not doing what makes her happy, or she was not doing things that she desired to do. But at that time, you told her you don't need to work, you need to stay home. She said, okay. Maybe after a couple of years, he said that I need to go and start work, because she needed to work. And that is growth. She's growing to something different. I use a mango tree as an example. When you plant a mango tree, with a time and season, it's going to grow up to the point that it's going to bear fruits and the leaves started falling. That is called growth. A woman that you married, the things that are called changes and the growth. The growth that people call changes, I'm going to say, is one, think think about your husband now. The way his voice was 10 years ago when you met him is not exactly the way it is today. The body size, physically and mentally, everything has to change. He loves to go out and before, but now he doesn't want to do that anymore. That is growth. Some responsibility and the impact of the growth has made him to decide not to go out. Maybe your wives love to, take some ice cream before, when you newly get married to her. You don't impress her with ice cream again, because what? She has some things to consider about sugar level and all that. She don't desire to do what? To lick some ice cream anymore. And that is growth, because at that time she loved it because that was what her heart wants at that time. And when she's beginning to grow up, then she realized that that ice cream is no longer okay for me. And that is generally how life is. But some people call it change because people don't want to accept it. Now, I'm going to tell you how to control growth that people call changes in marriage so that it will not affect your marriage or destroy your marriage. One, you need to be a good listener. You need to be patient. Two, you need to be kind. You need to be kind. You need to be kind with your words. You need to be a good communicator. You need to be a good communicator and a good listener and be a very understandable person. Patient. Be kind with your words and don't abuse your partner with their changes. Don't abuse your partner with their changes. For example, don't abuse your wives because of her body, because after having a child, women normally have some marks or some things at the body, shows that they are married or shows that they have a baby already. So you don't abuse them with their changes. And the wives, you don't abuse your husband with his changes. The only thing that you can do, relearn yourself and accept yourself with what you see, because nothing is permanent. Life himself is not permanent. So you need to know how to relearn. At that point, when you get to that stage that you think that your partner is changing, no, he's growing, because the way he was the day you met him is not exactly the way he is today, and not exactly the way she is today. So both of you are changing, because sometimes you think that he's the only one changing or she's the only one changing. So many people mostly change physically, some change mentally, some change with the way they think, what they like, because they need to they are liking something different before, but now they're liking something different. Mostly some things they told you they don't like before are the things they are now liking. So this happen is called growth. When the more you grow, the more you make more choices. You make your choices what you like and what you don't like. So please don't abuse your partners with their growth. And that will help you to do what? Be a good listener, be kind with your words, be a good communicator, a good listener, and relearn yourself, because the person is automatically growing and you two are growing. So don't capitalize on your partner growth to use it against them, for you to forget that you yourself is also growing, because everyone grows, married or unmarried. When you are 18, your choice is not longer your choice today. What you were thinking when you are 18 that you think is your choice is no longer your choice today. So everyone grows. The way the day pass by, like the way you also grow like a tree.